Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Under the Waves, the 1970s techno-futuristic game, very much story-driven, with a bit of a dark edge, and it's starting to get darker and darker. This is still day 3. Quite a few missions banged in here, and after a mission is announced to go and inspect some shipping containers, we have found a sunken World War II submarine. Let's take a look. Now, access to the submarine comes just after you inspect one of the shipping containers that falls down into a crevice on the seabed. You can't follow down in the submarine, your little one-man submarine, unfortunately. You have to do it the old-fashioned way with your own shanks. You've got to get the flippers out. You've got to get yourself all the way down, using your legs, to the bottom, not only to inspect a shipping container, but to find out what's at the bottom of this crevice. Now, no surprise there, spoiler alert, there's a World War II sub down there. But, as we're going to find out and discover when we get down there, how did it get down there? Because it's quite deep and it's wedged in a place where, well, how could it possibly get down there? Strange things are afoot, I tell you. As you go down, you can pick up various crafting items like pieces of plastic that have come out of the shipping container. And we covered the shipping container video in a previous video on the channel, which I will link above and also in the description. So check out the Under the Waves how-to guides on the channel. So here we are. We're picking up all the toys, all the trash that's come out of the shipping containers. Lovely. And there is a World War II sunken submarine. But how the hell did it get there? And it's beautifully rendered. There's a big rent in the middle. You know, probably hit by another missile or something. Who knows what's happened to it? We don't actually know or find out. But it is spooky nonetheless. And I mean Bermuda Triangle spooky. So once we've picked up all this lovely plastic, which we're going to use as crafting materials later on, we're going to get into the submarine. Right, so we're losing communications with the surface. There's no communications really with Tim. As we go into the middle part of the submarine, you can see the bow is separated from the main section of it. It says here, looks like it's hit the bottom with force. Well, probably did, but what caused it? Now here, you're going to find mines and the blueprint for the mines here in Under the Sea. So you've got access now to explosives and how to use explosives as well. There's the blueprint for the mines. Great stuff. And there's some mines just littered around on a munitions crate which you can pick up. Now there's a door here as well. All very good. You try and force the door with, you know, good old brute strength. No dice. You're not getting in there. You've got to find an alternative way round. But before you do that, you really do have to have a good look to see and make sure you've picked up all the items. Another mine down there in that shipping crate that we've missed next to that bottle of gas. Now the way in, as you can imagine, is not through that big hole in the submarine because all the bulkheads are shut. The way in is towards the aft section of the submarine. Here we go, we're going up towards the deck. Now, very important, keep an eye on your oxygen. Make sure you've got enough oxygen sticks, replenish sticks, to fill up your air because you are going to be expending air when you're down here. So pressing Q with the stick selected will recharge your oxygen in the suit. As you approach the deck gun, there is going to be a bit of plastic there to pick up as well, a little bit of metal, so make sure you pick all that up. You will see the E selection will pop in and you'll get that little bit of plastic. Having a good look around, making sure you don't miss anything. Up to the conning tower, and you can get in some sort of a glimpse towards the aft section of the submarine. The periscope mast has been broken off. There we go, there's a rear hatch, and by the rear hatch you're also going to find some metal in the form of a saucepan. So this is where you can put one of your mines to good use. Pressing Q on the hatch, great stuff. Now, you need to leg it. I didn't move near enough far away, and when the mine went off, the explosion did sort of like knock my diver for 6. Fortunately though, didn't die. Pressing E gets your diver then to open up the rear hatch, and don't be afraid to pick up the pieces of metal from the hatch so you can do crafting later. So here we go. There's the rear hatch, and straight away you can see there are canisters there with the same branding as what the company you work for. So, strange fishy stuff seems to be going on. Right, we've dropped down into the submarine, having a good look around. There'll be a Wellington for a bit of plastic. There'll be some mines behind you as well to go and pick up. Make sure you get everything, but also keep an eye on your air supply, right? There it is. Now, to change in your inventory, if you hold the Q key down and then go left or right, then you can change the items that are actually selected to use with the quick Q key, the quick select in your inventory. So that's a bit of a top tip. Moving over to the door, you can see it's giving you the signal to put another mine on the door, which we're going to do by pressing Q with the mine selected. But this time what we're going to do is we're going to retreat to a safe distance, because we don't want to be knocked 6 ways from Saturday. There you go. Around the corner a bit. Boom. There you are. No problem. We haven't had nearly as much of concussive force. We can get ourselves in through the door. Now, you can press F and walk, because going through this entire section is going to be a bit slow going. Don't forget to pick up the metal that's come off the door as well, because just like Tesco's, every little counts. Okay, so moving through now, we can see all the corrosion, you can see all the pipes that are indicative of a World War submarine of its age. But things are getting spooky. You've got spooky light. You've got all other items over here. You've got brand new gloves. Who's been here before us? And this is where the mystery starts to unfold, right? There's a couple of items to pick up as well. There's obviously a vent here. There's a child's voice in the background, Pearl, which we later find out is Stan's daughter, who seems to be deceased. So it's something really playing on the psyche. Now, I turned the dial so it went into the green section. Wasn't entirely sure what happened, but there you go. That's what I did. Now, around here as well, you're going to find some oxygen sticks, so make sure you pick those up. You can't miss them. They're glowing plastic little sticks, and you can see there's one just in front of me there. There's also a button to press, and who doesn't like a good press of a good button?
Amazing this stuff still works after what?
Now it's saying 30 years at the bottom. 30 years, really? Who knows? Using the swim function, swim up and get that oxygen stick.
Tim said these were new.
Because we're going to need them. Every time you see one, pick it up. Don't forget that in the hydrogen section of this game, the hydrogen generator, there is a wall unit that has got additional oxygen sticks on them. Going through this one particular hatch, we're following a jellyfish by the look of it. And we're in another section as well. Here we go. Didn't find that much in this section. It's more about a cutscene and this jellyfish.
Hey.
Which, to be fair, as you can see, the graphics are absolutely fantastic. Reminds me a little bit about Breath Edge, the kind of graphics you've got there. A world away of what you see in Subnautica, but fantastic graphics nonetheless.
Wait. No, come back.
So here we go. We're off after that jellyfish. That seems to be doing a bit of a runner. I couldn't walk through that. You've got to swim through it. And here we are on another plank. Bit of swimming required as well, because some of the deck planks seem to have gone away. Okay, so here we go. Back in through another door. Back down a hallway. Jellyfish is leading us out. Nothing else to find. Nothing else to pick up. That's the thing. And then we swim back up through the escape hatch. Now there's a ladder, and the way out you can see some light seeping in somewhere. Whether that's from internal power or your torch, I don't know. But this is you getting out of the submarine now. I couldn't find any other items in there, which was strange. Now all that's left to do now is to very haphazardly stagger all the way back up to the surface and get out of Dodge.
Where did it go?
And get back to the life module. That was the end part of the Lost Containers mission. The exploration of a World War II sunken submarine at the bottom of the sea. How weird was that? Swimming up to the surface, don't forget, keep an eye on your oxygen, and also get back to your submersible. And that'll then prompt you to go back to the life module. I've been Ricardo. Thanks very much for watching this video on exploration of the World War submarine at the bottom of the sea, in Under the Waves. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you soon.